Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and good afternoon with Engage Iraqi session B1, Communities and Cultural Heritage in Urban Iraq, Challenges and Opportunities. The first speech will be with His Excellency Iraqi Minister of Culture, Dr. Hassan Namo. Please, His Excellency, mic is yours.
I don't think there is a sound. I can't hear a sound.
Yes, there is no sound. Please, Dr. Omar, could you check it again?
President of Wasit University, Professor Nigel Wright from Nottingham Trent University, Professor Sabah Mshettet, the advisor of the Prime Minister, and Professor Mohammed Jamal and Professor Sabih Lefted from Engage Network. Good morning, and thank you very much for this opportunity to say a few words on this important topic about cultural heritage. Throughout several decades, human and cultural heritage in the Middle East in general and Iraq in particular has experienced a sequence of challenges and crises that significantly and perilously influenced its human and cultural entity, depending on their severity and threat on heritage. These challenges, however, infringed the norms and went beyond their defined limits. Rather, it has been discriminately and comprehensively targeting all aspects and components of human and cultural heritage, whether movable or immovable, tangible or intangible. Hence, the need for unified, concerted national, regional, and international efforts has emerged to set plans and programs to promote and safeguard this heritage and to develop necessary means to protect it during the crisis. Like the rest of the Middle East countries, Iraqi cultural heritage not only has critically endangered, but also was brought to the forefront in bearing the main brunt of the damage that hit human and cultural heritage, starting from the damage caused by the Iraq-Iran war in the 80s related to the fields of art, crafts, industries, poetry, literature, cinema, and other fields of knowledge, via the economic sanctions in the 90s that affected all aspects of life, including culture. A much larger and most comprehensive threat to Iraq's human and cultural heritage was after 2003. And what post-2003 has brought about, namely factors that are more threatening to the Iraqi cultural heritage, especially tangible heritage of historical monuments and archaeological sites, which were directly targeted by forces of global terror who started the action of devastating, bombing, and shoveling many monuments, such as the four metropolises of the most ancient empire known by humanity, the Assyrian Empire. Nevertheless, it wasn't just the previously mentioned reasons that greatly influenced Iraqi cultural heritage, but there were many other factors such as lack of effective protection systems and activation of the related local laws and regulations. Besides, vulnerable local engagement and interaction in the protection process, in compliance to international treaties and agreements, lack of optimal use of the components of this heritage, particularly historical monuments, lack of publicity, along with lack of planning on the educational level to teach young people to love and respect their cultural heritage. All these issues have directly or indirectly affected our cultural heritage. Hence, the need to mobilizing national efforts and engaging all relevant institutions and bodies to revive cultural heritage has become urgent. Also, to enhance the value of cultural heritage and consequently to create a status of revival among communities represents a message that unites all groups and spectrums of one society. Thus, our vision to mobilize cultural heritage in Iraq and to be deeply established in local societies is as follows. Number one, to cooperate reviving historical cities through launching a long and a mid-term project to restore and safeguard our archaeological and heritage sites and to maintain the functionality upon which they were erected by setting joint scientific and technical committees to submit discrete studies and researches in this field, besides providing the necessary support to donors. It is possible in this context to support other projects to revive cultural heritage, especially the intangible heritage, through cooperation with state-run institutions and NGOs, researchers in the field of folklore, artists and locals to form folkloric music bands and dancing groups. This would virtually enable the attraction of students of art institutions by providing them with necessary support and holding mutually sponsored cultural activities and festivities for them in Iraq and abroad. Moreover, many opportunities can be created to revive some traditional crafts that have been exposed to extinction in various festivals and cultural activities, and working towards the establishment of permanent markets for these products. Number two, to build capacities and the skills of employees working in the field of maintaining and safeguarding a human and cultural heritage in Iraq through launching a joint initiative to transfer expertise by A, providing intensive training courses for employees working in this field to increase their performance and to introduce the latest up-to-date global methods of maintaining and safeguarding tangible and intangible human and cultural heritage. B, developing a future partnership between the institutions and supporting organizations to adopt the introduction of postgraduate studies in the field of maintaining and safeguarding human and cultural heritage. Number three, to organize targeted workshops aiming at touristically developing, restoring, and rehabilitating World Heritage Sites consistent with the World Heritage Committee decisions, and to hold cultural, social, and artistic festivities to introduce this heritage to the people concerned. Number four, to raise public awareness by launching a joint initiative on the educational and public levels to create new concepts relating to the protection of human and cultural heritage and to prevent the extinction of such heritage. Finally, to conclude, I would like to say that protecting and safeguarding human and cultural heritage is an integrated collective responsibility, being a message and a probity that should be maintained and handed over to the next generation. Thank you.